Tamara is an artist who works in sculpture, installation, performance and also film. And she's one of the most analogue artists I've ever come across. She was fascinated by the trolleys and the kind of the activity of people running around, dashing around with trolleys. You never usually experience art in the middle of the night, and you kind of have a different consciousness almost.
Floristry is a form of art, and a lot of flowers are used to create a platform of artistry.
I think it's changed completely and is very much related to art now. A lot of the young girls coming in and guys coming in are very artistic in the way they present flowers.
Everybody who comes into the market is creative.
You've only got to look around at the flowers, they inspire anything. That's what flowers are for, inspiration.
It's nice to have this building used when we're not here as a free platform for sort of someone to be able to project themselves art-wise and for the public to come and enjoy it.
It's kind of like a big nighttime machine, and to have it all to herself to kind of create this alternative activation of the space, not as a working space but as a kind of an echo of the working space, or a representation of the activity in a much more abstract way.
I always love if spaces that have like a certain function that transformed into something else, and you can actually just roam around and discover things that you normally would never see.
It's really amazing. I think I was expecting probably like an empty industrial space rather than somewhere that's still got the feeling of a flower market.
What I was expecting was just to see flowers, and instead something very different appeared in my sphere.
My impression of Tamara Henderson's work was that it was a great first experience of this market. Showed that you could make art out of just everyday normal things.
Tamara wanted to take the work that happens here at the market as a kind of logic to create her performance. So the performance feels like a kind of version of the working day of the market, but lived out when it's closed as a kind of ghost or an echo.
It made me feel slightly outside of my normal sphere, so I was happy, but I was also scared.
And we stood there watching it for a good 10 minutes.
We did, yeah. We kind of took it in.
I mean, we kissed because it was so empowering, wasn't it?
Okay. I've seen these trolleys decorated in different ways, and it's a bit enigmatic. And I see all the flowers, and they look almost like as if they were in a prison.
And these trolleys like kind of flying around. They were beating like this rhythm on the metal shutters.
The way the carts are making this noise, it's a noise that would normally be inaudible because of the hustle and bustle of the flower market.
I think what Tamara wanted to make us think about was how a flower is made. You know, it's a process that probably dates a few months back before I came here today.
I would definitely come to the market again because I'd really like to see it as a working market.
We would consider coming again, wouldn't we?
I definitely want to see the market when it's operating in its normal state, and especially bringing my family here as well.
I'd like to see what it looks like in its normal state now. I've seen it beautiful and I want to see it flower.